Hello everyone, Smoke with Sawyer here. We're doing our first promotional video today. This is for a company called brickwork. They do some amazing work on bestwork houses. So I'm going to link their contact details below and make sure you contact them for any work you need. Good morning guys, I've got an early one today so we're going to get that brisket on. So I've got plenty of charcoal in my Komodo and I'm going to throw down plenty of smoking wood because we've got a long cook. I'll get the main one in the middle there. Put the coals up to it. And I'm just going to go give it a slide. For this, make sure you've got some good gloves because obviously it's really hot in there. Okay, we can let them start heating up, start smoking. We get our heat deflectors in. Make sure they're nice and even. And then we'll be putting the brisket on very soon. Guys, we've had this out the fridge now for a couple of hours, just let it come up to room temperature. We're going to get on the smoker, get some little smoke coming out. As we can see, just put it over a bit. She's going to be in there now, probably for the rest of the day, and we'll keep checking on it and I'll show you what to look for at each stage. So I'm just going to check on it. We put it in about 7 o'clock, we're now at about 10, so it's been between about 2.5 hours, okay? So this is how we're looking. You can see we've got some sort of pile up of residue there. We just want to try and tip that off. Now obviously go careful because it's going to be hot. Okay, just trying to get it back in the middle. Now we're going to give it a good spritz. You can just see here we're just starting to get a bit drier. Just starting to dry out a bit. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead, give it a good spritz. Get the moisture back in there. Get all the sides. Moisten it back up. Well, just because you've done a brisket before and you've nailed it, it doesn't mean you're going to nail it every time. Sometimes I do still not get it as perfect as I like. But the more you do them, the more confident you'll get. Okay, now we're going to keep doing this about every half an hour. Okay, so every half an hour, lift the lid, check it, and give it another spritz. Everyone, we've got some packs of beef stripping. Okay, so I'm going to start letting this melt down because this is going to be added to the brisket very shortly. We're running at an internal temp of about 150 Fahrenheit. I want to get it up to about 165 before I sort of wrap it and then get the tallow on there. So we're just going to get a couple of blocks of this and just let it melt down. Get it ready to add. This is a lot of beef dripping, but we've got a very big brisket. We're dealing with like a 9 to 10 kilo brisket. So I don't know, you probably want one of these every 2 or 3 kilos. So we've got plenty. Anything left over you can put in a jar, put back in the fridge and keep it. You can reuse it if it's not used. So, I mean, this is very cheap. It's only about £1 a packet as well. So it's not expensive. It's just a cheap way of doing it. But yeah, I'll keep checked in. Hello everyone, so we're just going to quickly get the probe in there. Okay, we're starting to loosen up a bit now. Still got a little bit of toughness at the top, but you are going to get that. This isn't probably best brisket to do, but just going to keep spritzing as we go. Okay. Just to keep it nice and moist, especially on the edges. Just give it a quick temp. Right, okay. So we're going to take this off for a brief second. It's going to be hot. That one juice is gone off. there's bad in the wind here. Just gonna give this a quick scrub off, just to stop it tearing. Stop it tearing the falling watch. Now this is called like the foil boat method. And it helps lock in a lot of them juices. So what we do is get about 4 or 5 sheets of tin foil. We lay that on the grill. It's going to look like this, is it? Let's get that on there. Get the brisket back on. Like so. Now what we're going to do, we don't want to fully wrap the brisket, we just want it to keep the juices in. Okay. Bunch down these sides, just like so. A bit tight on this side. And what we're going to do is, we've got all of our beef dripping / beef tallow all down in there. I'm just going to give it a nice pour all over the top. Cover everything. Okay, and I'm going to save half when I fully wrap it and then put it back in the smoker. So let's just pull these edges up. We don't want any of this leaking out. Pull this edge down a bit, let it come out. And then we're just going to close it up. Well, give it a fine little spritz in these corners. Just see it drying out a little bit. Keep it, just try and keep it as moist as you can, especially when you start getting to this point. And we're going to close up and we're just going to within about an hour or so, we'll start probing for tenderness, and I'll start showing you sort of how you do that and what you look for. Okay. Hello everyone, so we're sitting at an internal temp of around 85 degrees now, so we're not far off. So I'm going to take it off now and I'm going to wrap it, add some more of that beef tallow to it, then we're going to get it back on. We want it sitting in between around 93 to 97, so, but it's not about temp, it's about tenderness, okay? The only way of really finding that out is probing it, okay? So we can lift up, and as we can see, we're going in there nice and soft. Now we have still got a bit way to go, okay? Still a bit tough in some areas, okay, but don't worry. We're going to take it off, wrap it, and let it steam through. So what you want to do is get your chopping board. We're just going to try, without tearing the tin foil. It's nice and soft under that side to be fair. She's a bit of a big girl. Drop it. Okay. That can sit on there. Then we want to savour the juices. So obviously that tin foil is going to be scorching hot. So we're going to put our heat proof gloves on quick. And we're going to bunch this up. Now, just try and do it as best you can. Don't worry if you spill it on your grill, it's not going to affect anything. Go on this bit. Put it into a tray. And that's it. I'll see you inside. Hello everyone, so we've got our brisket off the smoker. What we're going to do is now we're going to give it a wrap and we're going to get it back inside just to bring that internal temperature. We want it sitting about 93 or just above, but like I said again, brisket is all about feels. A lot of briskets cook at different temperatures. Now we are a bit stiff than I like it, but we have started going really soft on the bottom. That's where it's been sitting in them juices, so we're really not far away. Okay, so what I'm going to do, we've got some more of that clean beef tallow. We're just going to pour that ever so gently on top. I don't want it to go everywhere. And I'm going to save just a little bit for serving. Okay, and then all of these corners, sort of running everywhere. And then I'm just going to put a bit of this juice on top. Now, you probably are going to make a bit of a mess, to be completely honest. We're about trying to cage it and wrap it up. And all that nice and tight, go over. Okay. Put these corners in and fold it over. But we want to make sure we flip that back up before it goes in the smoker, so the fat cap sits on top. Hello everyone, so we're sitting around an internal temp of 93 up to about 95 in certain areas. We're going to take this inside now. We're going to unwrap it, then we're going to rewrap it with just some fresh warm tallow, and then we're going to let it rest for a couple of hours. The resting is the most crucial part. What I used to find a lot of times, if I could cook the brisket perfectly, I could take it out, leave it on the side, start seeing all the steam coming out, and that's technically like the juices are leaving, like the steam's coming out. So one thing I've definitely learned is just making sure you let your brisket rest, let all them juices settle, let the meat sort of come down in temp just a little bit just before you serve it. But I'm going to show you how I do that on the next step. So what I'm going to do is take my brisket out, get it in a tray and get it inside. I'm just going to get the rest of our beef tallow poured on there. Soak in. Last but not least, I'm going to grab our old trusty blanket, lay that out. And that's going to go in the cool box for 2 hours, and then we'll be back for the cut. So we've just taken the brisket out of the cool box. We just slice it straight down the middle. I've taken some of the stuff on the top and do some brisket fries, but here we go. Yeah, they don't get much better than that. We'll do a nice thin slice, and we'll do a flop test, as everyone likes to see. Obviously that's quite a big slice, but yeah, we can cut that straight down the middle. But nice and flexible, and just break apart. A little bit of fat there still, but it's just going to mush. Bash. As we can, just from the other side, just so you can see the juice, if we just look in here, just squeeze that. Absolutely oozing. I'm going to do some slices. I've just got a tray of the beef tallow that's come out of it. I'm just going to let it soak in there for a minute, just try and get a bit more juice in there. Because I want it to really be succulent, but I mean, yeah, you can't fault it. Right, now we're going to play up. So, we've got our lovely crispy fries, okay? We're going to get a nice load of them on there. Lovely seasoned crispy fries. We've chopped up some of the end bits of the brisket, so just going to do some brisket top fries. Just like that. Now we're going to go for our ultimate Odie burger. Right. I'm going to get some nice slices of that brisket out. Nice big thick bit. Cut it sort of into burger sizes. And some thin a bit. We'll start off with a couple of slices of the brisket. Gonna hit it up with some of that barbecue pulled pork, just in there. Then we're gonna go for our nice slices of lettuce. It's getting big already. We've got a lovely slice of fresh raw onion, something like that. Then shout out to Dan Odie, his favourite, some nice pickled gherkins. Got one more for luck. Go across, and then we're going to hit it up with some of our own Odie's burger sauce. Just do a little bit over the fries. And there we have it. Our pulled brisket burger with our pulled brisket fries. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more. Please like, comment and repost, and also I'm going to be tagging my YouTube channel and my Instagram. Please make sure you like and follow them as well, please. Thank you very much.